Hi everyone, it's Karen and I'm back to share my first design team project for the month of December for AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. And I will leave links in the description box below to her beautiful store on Etsy. Go and click on the link and go and check out the things she has in the store. And I also will leave links to all the designers in the description box below, so you can go over to their YouTube channels and you can see the beautiful things that they are creating this month for AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. So if you saw my design team package, you saw this beautiful Christmas fabric and this beautiful pink satin bow that was tied on my package that came with all my beautiful laces and trims and bling. And so I had to use it. It's an absolutely gorgeous piece of fabric. It's got the red poinsettias and the green holly and red berries on it. And so I created one of my favorite things to do, and that's create one of these paper pouches. And I use the Amazon packaging paper. So it's just this packaging, and it comes and it has sort of a foam bubble in between the layers. Not sure if you can see it there. A little bit right there. And I just use that and I shape it into the pouch, and I sew the fabric right onto the paper, so it's sewn on the sides. You can see a bit of the stitching here, with a gold thread. And then I embellished it with, so this entire pouch is all beautiful laces and trims, and the fabric and the ribbon all from AngeldreamCraftsKim. So that's that fabric again. And I still have, she sent me such a gorgeous big piece. And thank you so much, Kim. You're so generous. So lucky to be one of your designers. And I know the other girls all feel the same way. We feel very blessed. Let's tell you a little bit about this. I sewed the fabric on, and then I attached the lace. This panel here, the flat lace one on the front, is attached on the sides when I sewed it on. And the rest of them I used hot glue to put them on. And I used that cute little trim down the side here on each side, and it has these lovely little pearls on it. Just have to be careful when you cut this trim if you get it, because the pearls do start to run. So make sure each one of them is set before you start cutting. And then this gorgeous dangle trim on the bottom here, and I added my own gold sequins, which I stitched on with little beads, you can see in the center. And then I added a little flat back pearl in the center of that with some hot glue. So I did do some hand stitching on this. I created a little tassel piece in the front here with some gold thread from my stash, one of Kim's gorgeous snowflake blings, and also one of her beautiful, I call these the snowball blings, but they're just like little layers and layers of little pearls with a rondelle bead at the top. So pretty. Tied that onto the thread. And then I have these beautiful gold colored bugle beads and little gold beads. And so I created this tassel to attach into there as well. And then of course there's another piece of that dangle trim in behind. And so that's all hangs on the front of this beautiful bag. And wouldn't you just love to send someone a gift in this bag or receive a gift in this bag? It's just turned out so pretty. This is the rose trim that was in my package. And I also stitched on the little gold sequins and the little clear beads all the way along that before I glued it down. And then I added in just a flat piece of lace from my stash, just in the back behind, for a little extra behind that gorgeous dangle trim. And then on the back, I added the little flower trim with the pearls in it all the way down the sides. And then the other rose trim that I had, I cut it all apart. I used the scallops along the bottom here. The roses I cut out of it. I don't have any left, so I can't even show it to you. I literally cut it all up and started using it on another project as well. So it's really gone. So these are the roses that were on that trim, and these are the leaves. And so I also cut them and put the leaves on separate. And then I built this beautiful flower that I put on the back. And this again is the scallops from the rose trim and the roses from the rose trim, and then the leaves from that rose trim tucked in there. And then in the center is one of these beautiful pieces from this trim that she sent me. And I just cut out the round and made sure all the beads were well secured. Be careful, because you can tell when things are got lots of stitching on the back like this that you're going to have runaway beads if you're not careful when you do your cutting. So just secure your threads on the back carefully with some glue and your silicone mat or spatula. And then when you're cutting the circle out, just check to see that they are not coming loose on the front. Apparently I can't hold on to it. And then just add a little bit of glue. Like this one is this little sequin here is quite loose. And so if I was worried, I just would add, like, just take your glue gun or if you use some other kind of glue, and just put the tiniest little, I've said this before, you basically bring the glue to the tip of your gun and then release the handle. And that little tiny drop will fall in behind there, and then you can just set that sequin and that bead back in place, and now it's not going to go anywhere. And that's what's in the center of this flower, is one of those beautiful medallions off of that trim with all the beads and the sequins and everything on it. And then also from this trim is this section here that looks sort of like a leaf to me, especially if you cut it in half. It looks like a spray of leaves, and it has sort of these silvery and clear toned beads on it. So I cut them, and I added one there cut in half and another one down here cut in half. So this one has the sequin and bead in the center that comes on the, I just cut to the one side of it, and then this one I tucked it underneath the scallop here because it doesn't have anything on the end. So I used two, I only had to use 2 of those from here, and I ended up with 4 extra pieces. Then I used that beautiful satin ribbon, and I ran it all the way around the bag and up the front. I laced it through the lace here at the bottom because I didn't want it pulling up on this beautiful scallop. So when you're coming from the back, I just laced it through there so it comes up nicely, and then it has this beautiful dripping gorgeousness on the front, and then it just ties at the top here. So this unties, and then after you've untied it, then you would just slide this through. So I've left this open through here, and I cut the ribbon at the top and sealed it with heat sealed it with my lighter. So this is very easy and has a little point on it, and it's really easy to feed it back through here and pull it up so you can tie it shut again. But that's just how I created the closure on it. Something a little different. Inside is all, I wrapped the fabric well into the inside. I used another one of the trims that was in my design team package with the little flowers on it. I used that across the top here and added some little flat back pearls from my stash. That, of course, is that beautiful panel lace on the front here. And again, loving the whites and the creams together. So, so pretty, and really looks pretty with this fabric. And then you can hear that yumminess, crackliness in the packaging. And it's not lined all the way down, but it's lined a good amount. And then you can see the brown packaging in the inside, which doesn't bother me. I think it's quite nice to be able to see that something has been upcycled into something as ugly as a brown bubble wrap packaging can be used to create these beautiful projects with. Like I said, easy to lace that back up and tie that nice big bow at the top again, and you have this beautiful bag. I mean, honestly, if you were going to a Christmas party, you could take this as your bag with your Kleenex and your lipstick and whatever else few things you needed, and what a gorgeous bag that you would be carrying to your Christmas party. So pretty. I think that there will be a lot of people coming up and asking you where you got that lovely bag. I hope you'll pop over to AngeldreamCraftsKim. You'll pick up some of these laces and trims and blings and create something pretty for yourself or to give as a gift. Please check out the designers. They are all creating beautiful and really inspiring pieces using the lovely trims, laces, blings, and all the gorgeous things in Kim's shop. And when you see this video, I will be in Southern California with my entire family, my children and their husbands and wives, and my grandson and my husband, and we are going to be in Disneyland and having a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up, and I will talk to you when I get back from my vacation. Bye for now.